Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining today's webinar. It's going to be on Boopsie's digital marketing services, and we appreciate you joining. Today, our presenter is going to be Tony Madrano, who is our entrepreneur in residence, and I am Katie Stenson, your account manager. I'll pretty much just kind of be fielding some of the questions that you have that you're going to submit via either the questions tab or the chat section. And so just feel free to pop in questions whenever you have anything that you need to ask about. And also, just as a general housekeeping tip, I'm going to keep everybody on mute just in case there's any loud noises going on in the background, so that there's no kind of like confusion or anything. And also, we will be recording today's webinar so that we'll be able to have this on our website going forward. So if you have any questions, you just kind of can refer back to the webinar. And without further ado, let's have Tony Madrano take it over.
Hi everyone, this is Tony Madrano, entrepreneur in residence at Boopsie. Yeah, it's great to talk to you all, so thanks for attending. We wanted to talk in further detail about a new and innovative service that's really been helping out a number of libraries recently. And it's something you may not know of. You may not think of Boopsie in this sense, but Boopsie is headquartered in Silicon Valley, and we have a team of people with a lot of digital marketing experience. So we organically started a digital marketing services offering, and it's gone really well, and we really want to expand it. And it's a great fit for a number of libraries, and it's a very versatile offering. We can customize the program to you. So please interrupt with questions. I can actually see what you're typing, and Katie can answer them as well. The more questions, the better, and that will help guide the presentation. You can see just from the first slide, digital marketing services are really, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of opportunity there, and we've heard from a lot of libraries that community outreach is important. Digital marketing is new to them, and sometimes it's scary, but it doesn't have to be. Boopsie can be your trusted digital marketing partner. So your library's needs. This is what should drive just about everything. So oftentimes libraries have no marketing team, or they're looking to fill the position, or maybe that person is more of a community outreach, face-to-face person, and not a digital marketing person. A lot of libraries have a small, marketing team, and they've got a lot to do, a lot of programs to market, a lot of website to maintain. The job goes on, and sometimes it can be technically complex and change very frequently. So it's hard to keep up with Google AdWords and with Facebook and with SEO and with email best practices. But Boopsie does all that already. So we've created a platform to deliver that to libraries in a cost-effective way. More and more, we're seeing that libraries need help digitally engaging their community. And why digitally? One, because it's usually more cost-effective. Two, because it reaches demographics that are often the ones libraries want to reach. Young adults, teenagers, people on their mobile phones, people using the internet. You want to get them into the library and to learn about all the library services. And you certainly want to have them download an app and put it on their smartphone. So it's right there in their pocket every day, and they can access all the library services. So digitally engaging your community is very cost effective, very easy to measure, and very broad. The library also needs to increase the downloads of their app. It helps increase the ROI on all of those expensive subscription services and databases that you have. It gets more usage out of what you already paid for. And oftentimes traditional community outreach is not effective for all segments of the community. So there's a real need there, and it's increasing. So what we have is both a simple and a comprehensive solution. It's simple because we have the team and the expertise and the processes and the know-how to get it done, and some test cases that I'll go through that show what we can deliver. Um, it's comprehensive. You look at the long list. There's a lot of things to do. My guess is a team of 3 or 4 marketing people at a library would have trouble doing all of this. But Boopsie can automate that for you and be your partner. So what the comprehensive solution is basically to let Boopsie's experienced internet marketing and customer success teams implement our metrics-driven and app download-focused marketing campaigns. And these are focused on driving the number of unique users that access your apps daily. So one of the biggest complaints we heard from libraries when they did have marketing dollars is they didn't know what to do with it, and they often spent it on PR or some type of flyers in the community or outreach, and they couldn't measure it. We focus specifically on patron engagement with the library through the app, and we can measure that. And it goes up astronomically with great digital marketing. So what we offer is we fully customize your digital marketing services package. We will write articles about your library, publish those articles, build banners for your library website, create blogs and link those blogs to your app download page and other areas to increase your organic search results, so that you show up at the top of the page when somebody's doing a search on Seattle Public Library, for example, or ebooks in Seattle, all kinds of different things to think about. And we've done the research and have developed those keywords and know which are most effective. We'll write case studies about your library, about the digital marketing programs, tying that in with community outreach and your programs. And then we will actually run demographically and geo-targeted Facebook ad campaigns. We'll make the banners, we'll write the copy, we will create different campaigns and monitor those and manage those for you, like a managed service. We do geo-targeted Google AdWords campaigns also. We develop the keywords. We check the click-through rates, monitor it on a weekly basis, and make sure that what you're spending is worth it, and that's really important. So we do these things for multiple libraries, and that way we can compare. We can see app downloads and app usage go up when we do certain things, and then we bring those best practices to our other libraries that partner with us for digital marketing services. We can help you with press releases, and not just writing a press release, but getting it distributed and getting the appropriate backlinks so that it helps your library's website and your app download page get seen more. If you'll notice, if you do a search for library mobile apps or mobile apps for libraries in your browser, you'll notice Boopsie comes up. It's probably 3 out of the top 5 results. That's great. For a lot of libraries, if you type in a library name, we actually come up higher than the library. It's because we pay really close attention to detail on how to do that. We keep up with Google, and we keep up with Facebook and other internet best practices, because we have a lot of libraries to take care of and to help out. So it's worth it, and it's fun for us. And our keyword sets are constantly evolving and getting better, as is our other campaign practices. So we're constantly learning because we're doing it a lot. So why partner with Boopsie? Boopsie knows digital marketing. It's really complex. It's really fast moving. It's very, technical, and the details matter. So it's the perfect thing to partner with an internet marketing app company in Silicon Valley to do for your library. Um, what these digital marketing campaigns do is they increase app awareness, of course, right? They get the app out there seen more, and the library out there seen more, and all of your services um, out in the community. And what this does is it drives library usage up. And not only use of digital subscriptions in the app, but visits to the library. It engages the community members more with all of the services in the library. Still, the most often channel in our apps that's used is to search for a book and put it on hold. Um, so Boopsie and these digital marketing services really just they put people in the libraries and they inform them of that, and they connect the patron with the library via the app and via constant marketing in the most cost-effective way possible. So the opportunity is to utilize Boopsie's experience in digital marketing, our customer success teams that do digital marketing with hundreds of libraries, and the knowledge and the workflows that we've created to make it smooth and quick. Somebody could do Google AdWords campaigns for your library, but it might take one whole person to do just that, because it's difficult to learn, difficult to keep up with. We've designed workflows and systems where we can do that for multiple libraries very easily and do it with minimal people involved. So what does that mean? Well, it costs you less to do it for Boopsie than it does to do it yourself. And the results are better. So just like the app, for the large part, there's a minimal burden on your team. It's an outsourced solution. Just like the app is hosted and we have a customer service team that takes care of a lot of your things, our marketing team will take care of your digital campaigns. And we have a proven track record of success with Washington State and Virginia State. So case study, Washington State Library. So Washington State was the first library to partner with Boopsie for digital marketing services. They chose in lieu of traditional PR in order to drive and measure app downloads and patron engagement. That was their goal, to get most out of their marketing budget, and we committed to designing a program that would do that for them. Through the use of articles, banners, blogs, Facebook demographic ad campaigns, Google geo and demographically focused AdWord campaigns, press releases, keyword research, everything I was talking about earlier, comprehensive SEO enhancement, in that we SEO'd each one of their individual libraries in the state that were part of the statewide Boopsie app, so their individual library would have better organic search results. And what that does is it just drives long-term traffic to the website. Running a small library website is hard to do, and it oftentimes doesn't get noticed. You probably know that when you do searches on your website or your library. Sometimes other people come up earlier, or you only come up once. We know how to get libraries in multiple organic search results. So Washington State received a 213% increase in usage in the first month of the program. And what this means is not people weren't just downloading the app, they were downloading it and using it. And that's important. We want the library services to be used. We're just not driving downloads. So here's some more details on that, which is, I think, fascinating. So we started the digital marketing services in January of 2014, and over on the right with the big red arrow, you can see a immediate jump, and then a sustained number and increase of users. So what this means is that we started the campaign, we drove a lot of downloads, those people kept using the app. And then more and more people use the app thereafter. So really exciting data. And of course, to the left, there's a little chart of it. But going from 1,800 app users to 6,000 app users in a month, we were really happy with that. So here's some examples of what we do. So Facebook demographic targeting. On the right, we'll design a couple banners. And we'll put these into specific Facebook campaigns and actually run those Facebook campaigns for the library. So they don't have to do anything but see reports from us about how those campaigns are doing. Because we do a lot of web work, whether that's banners or apps or websites, all of those things, we know the best practices on calls to action and buttons and colors and things like that, and can do those quickly and repeatedly. Instead of designing something that may look nice, but doesn't convert viewers into downloads into users, we have the data to back up what we're doing, and we'll always try to drive increased usage of the library's resources. Specifically, we targeted individuals 13 to 65. We were able to geographically target people who lived in Washington State only, or were in Washington State at the time. They like public libraries, ebooks online, a number of other keywords that Facebook allows us to pick that were related to public libraries, so there was some interest in the person. And then we tried a few different copy samples. So Google AdWords, the display network. We basically did something very similar with Google to have ads for Washington State Library show up in the broad Google display network. All of the display ads you see throughout the web used to be called AdSense, but little boxes with ads that are increasingly relevant to your interests or the pages you're on or things that you're reading. So we developed the custom mobile display ads in the creative copy, and then we demographically and geographically targeted these campaigns. For example, we only want them showing up when people are in Washington. We don't want to spend money on people in Florida. They're much less likely to be have a library card for a Washington State library. So we really fine-tune that to keep the cost down and the return on investment for the library high. Effectively, we want the highest circulation for the dollar spent by the library. That's how we look at things. So we make a whole set of display banners for your library, and they can be used, by the library for other things. But these help drive downloads of the app. They're created specifically to resonate best with your targeted demographic. Using your colors, your branding, visuals of the mobile apps, and calls to action. And then we use different versions so we can enable optimization. We can test. We can use them in different places throughout the web, throughout Facebook or mobile devices. So search engine optimization, or SEO. It can be complex, but it doesn't have to be. The goals are simple. When you type in a keyword, you want your business to be at the top of the organic results, the free results. With Google on the top and on the side, there is paid advertising. SEO is not pay-per-click advertising. It's semi-permanent. It'll last a long time. And that's really important because you can buy an SEO project from Boopsie like Library of Virginia did, because their goals were to make a one-time purchase and then have the benefits of that last for years to come. Um, so how we do that is we build content for you, link it appropriately, use all the complex SEO best practices, um, the right anchor text, the right tags, the right keywords, and what Google publishes and changes as their best practices to drive sustainable organic rank, to make sure your library shows up at the top of the page for free for as long as possible for as many search terms as possible that have the traffic you want. And this is what a page looks like on the Boopsie blog. That's one of the things we do, is blog articles for our libraries with links to the app download page. So that shows up more when people are looking for it. So another case study, Library of Virginia. Through the use of articles, blogs, press releases, keyword research, SEO, Boopsie dramatically increased the number of app downloads and app usage. Downloads of the app doubled during the length of the digital marketing services program. And this was just SEO services. So we started the program in November 2014. You can see the monthly downloads just skyrocket since then. And this is even over the traditionally slow month of December. It's great. And my guess, I haven't looked at the numbers recently, but because it was SEO, it should continue. When you're buying pay-per-click advertising like Facebook or Google AdWords, you do the campaigns, and then when you stop buying ad space, you stop getting most of the traffic. It's great to have a mix in there and to focus some of your digital marketing and community outreach budget on long-term solutions that are very scalable. And this is a great example of a scalable digital marketing service. So SEO on page. So we actually build individual pages for each one of our libraries to promote their app. This is the page we have on the Boopsie website for Yakima Nation Library. You can see on the right the Boopsie app, but on the left it's got some buttons. Download the app now. It's got some links to other services, and it's got a little bit of text, and all this is optimized to where this page and the hundreds of pages like it that we've built for our libraries oftentimes shows up on the top of the organic results, even higher than the Yakima Nation Library website itself. And that's great. We're driving downloads of the apps and awareness of the library. So SEO off-page examples. So this slide was on page. This is on the Boopsie website. We do things that are off the Boopsie website too. We publish articles, do social media and bookmarking, do press releases, post blogs. And what that does is those links in those articles, if done properly, will point back to the original website, point back to the library website, the download page, and increase its organic rank. Because in a very simple way, what Google looks at is, okay, was the page built right? Does it have the right mix of keywords in there? Yakima Nation Library, for example. And then what it also looks at is, well, how many links are pointing back to that site? Because the more links that point back to, you know, CNN, the better. The Wikipedia, the better. So it shows up more because it's more authoritative. And that's, the basics of the goals of SEO. So we do off-page SEO example, off-page SEO as well. Well, that's all I have. I would love to field any questions.
And just a reminder, if you don't get a chance to submit any questions today, you're more than welcome to send an email to us at sales@boopsie.com. We can go ahead and kind of go over how this could fit for your library, what kind of services we can work with you on, and just kind of answer any questions that you might have about this that you don't get to ask Tony right now.
And we'll also post a video of the webinar on our website as well as the slide deck used. So that way you can forward it to your team, you can keep it for further consideration when the time is right, and maybe look deeper into some particular services. But we're always here to answer questions.
Exactly. All right, Liz, you wrote in and you asked if you could describe the basic, or if we could describe the basic pricing or give a link. So it is going to be based off of a combination of kind of your tier that your library is at. So that's your population serve size, as well as kind of like what services you want to have included in that package. So basically, what we're doing is we're customizing each package for each library and kind of making sure that we can optimize the amount of outreach we're able to offer via the packages.
Yeah, yeah, and the reason it's custom is because unlike a software solution or a digital subscription or an ebook, this is really a managed service. We've got to go out and buy Facebook ad space for you. So it depends how much you want. If you're the state of Texas, well, I mean, how big is your budget for digital marketing and for community outreach? We can, take a percentage of that and do really, really well with it. So it's really up to you. If you're a tiny library with a pop served of 10,000, it's going to be hard to do a lot of the services because there might not be enough traffic to buy. So what we could do is, some SEO services and some other services at a minimal level. And that's why it's, generally falls along tiers, but also it's not strict because it depends how much of your marketing budget you want to spend on digital marketing, and we're flexible. That's a great question.
All right, everybody. So what I'm going to do is we'll wait maybe like a couple of more minutes, and then we'll close down the webinar, and we'll send out a recording of the webinar to everybody that's attended, so that you can get access to the webinar kind of going forward if there's anything you want to refer back to, and also once again, feel free to send us emails if you have any questions going forward. And also, we'll post the webinar on our website as well. So if you want to kind of share that link out with other members of your library staff, you can as well. And that's going to be available on www.boopsie.com/customer-webinars. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for attending. Tony, thank you again for this wonderful presentation. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Okay, yeah, thank you.